Hello everyone, hello our dear student. I'm Andrei, Air School coordinator, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. And today we're gonna discuss the week number 21. And as always, we will start from our theoretical topics, from our theoretical modules. And the first one is asynchronous programming. It's a core.js concept that will give you an opportunity to write non-blocking code with good performance and use JS API and so on. As always, we have education materials, links to education materials here, and optional materials that will help you to learn the topic more deeper, and so on. Next module for learn is RESTful API. It is also cool technology that will give you an opportunity to work with servers, use data from servers to read and write this data and so on. And you can find all education materials here. And let's move to our practical task. And the first practical assignment is async arrays task. It's a cool, I think it is a cool task, and in which you will implement knowledge that you will gain from our theoretical modules. I mean, RESTful API and asynchronous programming. The objective of this task is to create a single-page application. I believe you already know what is a single-page application, because it was the module from our previous week. So, and all requirements you can find here, functional and non-functional requirements. We already have a mock server for this task that you have to clone to your local computer and connect this. You have run this server and connect it with your front-end part. And for reviewers, because this task require a cross-check, for reviewers, you have to run locally this mock server during review this task. So we have server repo, and also we have a demo video in Russian and English. So this video will give you understanding how it understanding about final view of this task of this application. Okay, good. And let's go to the next part. The next the next task that you have to do this week, yeah, this and next week is core.js promises, but you're already familiar with this type of task, I guess. So you have to fork this repo, uh, solve all tasks, and submit via auto tests. And please don't forget this time, this week, submit the core.js date task. Oh, one, I'm sorry, I'm forgot one thing about asynchronous task. Please, please be advised that this task should be checked by both type of cross-check. I mean cross-check, students cross-check, and mentor review. So don't forget that you have to submit it as this task twice. And as always, you have optional task that will have you develop your skills. It's code bars and lead code. And that's it from my side, guys. Let's back to the stage.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Andre, for presenting this week. Yeah, I think we forgot to tell about mentors activities. So as usual, you need to keep connection with your students and also review the task that they submitted that you can find if there is any mentors watching this stream. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, we can answer it about this week or previous ones. And for now, people just greeting us. Hi, everyone.
While we're waiting for comments or questions, let me remind that the agreement related to amount of tasks that you allowed to miss is still working. It means that student who miss more than 2 tasks might be expelled. And as I see, we have several cases, and I hope the student will fix it and will not meet the task in further.
Or maybe they are waiting for reviews from mentors.
No, it's task TypeScript and core.js that these tasks are checked by the application, not by mentor. So just a reminder, please do not miss task.
And yeah, thank you for clarification. We got the first question here is how we can know deadline for mentor review for a news API. As a mentor, I can find in my dashboard that deadline is 31st of March. So yeah, it's some kind
Asynchronous
of
task.
deadline. some kind of deadline for code review. But yeah, it's better to ask your mentor to code review you as soon as they can. So yeah, they can give you as much early as they can review the feedback, and you can fix something, and overall just implement new knowledge in the next tasks. So yeah, I would say this week is good to ask your mentor to review your task. if your mentor still didn't do that. But Anna,
Yeah.
maybe you can add, or Andrei.
Yeah, maybe I can add. This mentor, this deadline for mentors is only a recommendation, because we understand that mentors, our mentors is mm, how to say, full day, full.
Working for full day. Yep.
Yeah, working for full day, and they all also has have deadlines in their work. So please kindly remind him about your task of reviewing your task, but don't forget that they also have the main work and task.
I guess
Yeah.
it's okay to ask related to approximate deadline of review, but it should be okay if your mentor will check a task a bit later because of busy of
Yeah.
project, or I don't know, even he might be sick, on vacation, in a business trip, and so on.
Yeah, and all our mentors are volunteers, so it's their goodwill to mentor you and review all your tasks. So, but yeah, kind reminding about this task is okay, but don't like. Mm, but please without angry reminders, like fast as soon as possible. Review my task.
Yeah. Actually, I tried to review my students' task Sunday, but I hadn't enough time at Sunday. So if my students here, sorry, I will try my best to see it as soon as I can.
The
And
same sorry from me.
yeah, and Olga says thank you for answering the question. Hope we helped. And we have some feedback about self-reviewing. I reviewed code through a pull request first time, and I liked it. It was really interesting. I think it's feedback for you, Anna, for creating this task.
Frankly speaking, I really like to do code review because when I figure out that someone else does the same issues as me, I'm so happy to see it. I don't know why, but I exactly try to find the same mistake as common for me. But yeah, you can learn a lot of interesting things from the code review, because let's imagine that you are working some project and you doing something at the same manner. For instance, you try to find the maximum of array using some method, and when you are doing code review, you can find something interesting solution for the same action. And it's very interesting for you to know something new, but it might help you to extend your kind of background of possible solutions for different cases. So I guess it's
It's a
kind of a
valuable
knowledge base for everyone.
Yeah. So thank you, Anna. I agree 100%. The only one problem is you need to deliver some results too. and if you 100% of the time reviewing someone else's job, you cannot deliver your results. It's one of the problems with code review for me, but everything else, yeah, it's interesting to learn something new, and it's especially in code reviews you can do it faster than just thinking in vacuum about some task. Yeah, so kind of one of the good things in our profession.
Yeah.
And Autoback just left a message about he is here, and yeah, he has at this point for him there is a lot of new things to learn and so much to submit, and he needed such pressure to overcome his laziness. Yeah.
You're welcome, always.
To overwork.
Yes.
Yeah, so, some weeks in the course can really help you to overcome your laziness. I think one of the weeks with TypeScript that you mentioned before. Yeah, so we're here for you as usual. Okay. So any more questions?
Seems
Or
no.
feedback.
Feedback, proposal, advices, and I don't know other words that might be applicable for this case.
Yeah, people sharing their feedback, like running a marathon. Yeah.
Okay, it's mean you might be a winner, or you passed the half a marathon.
Yeah. But for now, it's less weeks than it was before, so it's not much to effort that you need to put to finish it. Yeah. And people are saying, yeah, I think, as Otterbeck said, we're really helping with overcoming laziness of all of the people, and we should be glad for that.
It's kind of Superman. Are you still lazy? We're hurrying up to you. I can't understand the question from Olga. Give us more time for task. For what task? Is it about async race or about promises?
I think it's just in general after we started to discuss our courses like running a marathon, and people just shared their feedback, how they overcome their laziness. Maybe.
You know, some time ago we discussed the option to give more time for tasks or to reduce the task amount, and we figure out that we can't do it. First of all, if we add you at, let's say, plus 50% of time for each task, the course of Cortege will be around 1 year. It's too hard to find 1 year for learning, and the motivation after the half of past of course will be only increased. At the same time, if we reduce the amount of task, you will not be able to apply different areas of knowledge. Currently, we a bit decrease the task, but I guess it's not relevant to increase weeks for each task.
Mm-hmm.
And I can add that Um, on the professional level, when you get hired, or once you get hired, you are expected to work in a team, and I don't think that people will wait a lot, like 2 weeks, just for fixing one small issue. Be kind of unprofessional. Let's see.
Yeah, so I think we can summarize it. And if it's tough deadlines for now, maybe it will be easier on the work, on the real job.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah. But you can leave any feedback about the pace of the course. And yeah, I think Anna, as the main coordinator, can think about how to solve this issue on the next courses.
Currently, it's only to make our courses for 1 year long. After that, you should pass React or Angular, and it should be also extended the deadline. So your education will be approximately 1.5 or almost 2 years. Frankly speaking, I guess very, very small amount of student will be alive at the end of these 2 years. And I'm not sure that it's worth to try.
And it is difficult to find mentors for such long period.
I'm not. Yeah, it's hard to find, but to find the motivation to work hard to do your best within 2 years, it's crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that 2 years sounds like a lot. You can, I think you can just have different versions of React already publish it by 2 years. Maybe your knowledge would be not that new how it was when you started to study at the course. Um, Not that actual. Uh, yeah. And we have some question about how many students completed this course last year. I think Anna, you have some kind of statistics.
Yeah, in general, around half of student completed the second stage. It doesn't matter last year or any of the past. Around of 50% of students who passed the interview to stage 2, and half of them will get the certificate.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Anna. And the question about teamwork at the end of this course. Yeah, question from Olga, how we should create a team for future tasks. So you can start to find people who want to work with you um, in the team in the future for now already. But as I remember in the future, you would have some time to find people, or they would be just, I would say, just randomly chosen for you, and you're gonna work together.
You can find the people from your location. For instance, Olga knows that Nika in the same city as Olga. She may write to her and ask, would you mind to be in the same team as me? Or, for instance, you would like to implement last task you then Angular. So you can write in the main chat or in Discord or in Telegram, hey guys, I would like to implement task in Angular, who is also a fan of Angular. Please let me know. And closer to this task, you would be able to create in the application team. Currently, you are not allowed to do it. Just find the people.
Yeah, and as I remember, I think most of our students from Poland. I think it's it's really cool if some team could just see each other physically and yeah, work together.
Yeah, I guess to meet each other in some place in the same city, for instance, agree that you will meet in the cafe, restaurant, bar, doesn't matter. And you can find the people who suffer from our course as hard as you. And or you can find a friend who will support you probably on a psychology level, I mean, or on a technical level.
Mental support,
Yep.
mental health. Yeah, do you wanna have some such kind of stories before on the previous courses where people just met each other physically in person?
Andrea is a good example because he learned in a group of people who presents in the some I don't know in the same office. They support each other. They have a communication, and it motivate. As I see, according to result of this course, this motivation doing something exactly amazing, because the result of his group was the most exciting for me.
Yeah. Also, half of our group. It was a small group from 5 people, but 3 of them, including me, have been hired to EPAM, and we worked. How to say? We have a desk near each other. We had.
So yeah, I think Andrei, you shared between coordinators the story how your mentor seated next to you, and just yeah, I think give you a lot of knowledge just sitting next to
Yeah.
you. And helpful.
Sorry, it is not about mentor. It's about students.
As
So
students.
yeah,
Yeah,
because we help each other without cheating, just to help to understand concept, help to understand task, and so on. And then we worked with each other. So it was a good experience.
huh? Yeah, so yeah, try to find your the same kind of people like you, and you, it would be great if you can find them in person, meet them in person. Yeah, so yeah, you have an example of Andre who did it, and now he is here working on EPAM. So let's go to the next question. Also, Levani says that he's trying to complete his team. Yeah, so
Levani, please elaborate on what technology are you going to use and what people are you looking for?
yeah, the
It's
best time
time.
for advertising. Yeah, and the request for Atabek, there is already some person who wants to join your team. So I already see there is 2 teams that can be born on this stream. Yeah, we have some question from Olga about the final task. I think just in general, Anna, maybe you can share the information. Maybe it's Natalia or Andrei, how the final task works. So after people submitting, what's happening next?
As far as I remember, they should create a video, probably, or a team lead should present the final task. But I'm not sure if it's still actual requirements for this task. And then it's checked by a mentor, might be
Yeah,
several
by
mentors. Usually, several people from one mentor works at the same team, but not always. So it can be a mentor with more students in a team. Can be.
Whole task is divided to 4 sprints. And as I remember, after each sprint, the task will be evaluated by a mentor.
Yeah. So mostly mentors as usual. Yeah, but I think we can discuss it more detailed later, just because it's there is a lot of tasks before that. So yeah, we'll keep you updated. Yeah. And the question about EPAM in Serbia, do they hire junior front-end developers currently? I heard EPAM operates in Serbia, but yeah, actually I cannot help with this question because I'm not working with EPAM.
I've checked, yes, EPAM Serbia is hiring juniors, and as I know, they are looking for good candidates. That's after the ending of this course, I will share the student names who might be invited to the interview in EPAM Serbia as well.
Yeah, thank you, Anna. Yeah, but EPAM hires in a lot of countries, and Serbia is one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, and Lemony says that he's gonna use React.js and Next.js, maybe Next.js for the final task. So yeah, who wants to write in the React.js? Paris another team is starting to build now.
I would recommend Lavani to add several words about himself. For instance, I'm funny, like to help, like to do code review. I'm always answering the question within several hours, so it would be the most useful cooperation with me. Try to make the good advertising about yourself, to sell yourself.
Yeah. And say, mention how many times you proceed with this course, or maybe the previous courses you attended, to summarize your experience.
Yeah, it might sound as a joke, but it's a joke only a bit, because definitely the people who would like to work with you, first of all, work with you as a person, not as a technical specialist. That's why they should know about you at least something, because you will spend almost 2 months in one team, or 1 month, 2 months.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Olga helps to Levany.
And we have the next question. It's more question about the checking final task, and the question is about if there is multiple mentors, who is the main mentor who is gonna evaluate the final task each sprint.
You will get absolutely new mentors for this task. It might be your mentor, but it's not a rule. So it would a new set of mentors for the final task.
It
That's why it doesn't matter who is the mentor now.
it also depends on the technology that you choose for your final project and technology that your mentor is familiar for.
But is there anything like the main mentor between all of the mentors for some team? Or
I've checked the requirements, and there is no score from mentor at all. You'll be evaluated by the final presentation and cross-check. So if nothing changed, then yeah, the mentor is only kind of suggesting or advising you something.
Let's check after this after this session. Maybe I wrong, but I see now mentor evaluation criteria
Okay.
for this task. Maybe I see the wrong place, but anyway, let's speak about this task closer to to the
yeah.
Should not panic in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there is a high chance maybe something will change when you closer to some week how it was before. Yeah, so yeah, let's discuss it later when we will overview the week with final task. I think that's a good moment to ask all of the questions, and we should be prepared for that moment, I think. Yeah. The question from Olga, and the question about binding with final task framework and next stage of the course with frameworks. As I remember, there is no requirements of the same framework in final task and the next stage of the course. But it's better, of course, to have practice on choose only one framework and complete the task with this framework and continue to study it on the next stage.
But it's just an option. You have a doubt related to what technology you would like to learn after this course. And as an option to try one of them in the final task. So it's okay if you implement the final task using React, but you decided that your knowledge of React is on a high level, on high enough level, or you're not satisfied with this technology. It's also okay. And after this course, you would like to learn Angular or only Node.js or something. It's absolutely okay. Currently, this task is needed to try yourself, to apply your knowledge, even if you will not use anything except of TypeScript or Code.js. It's also okay.
Yeah, so it's just a recommendation, not a requirement to have one framework. But yeah, there is some couple of situations when it can be React first and then Angular later, or otherwise. Yeah, but I would recommend to choose one framework, and I would recommend to choose one of the most popular ones. Yeah, and just to put all of the effort into this one framework. Firstly. Huh? I think the question about EPAM, yeah, people are interested about open roles at EPAM. And as I remember, EPAM hires in Uzbekistan. And shouldn't be a problem, as I remember. But then you can help with some data maybe.
The answer is the same as for Serbia. We have hiring in this location, and after this course, I mean courses plus some framework. We will share the top students with Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Armenia, Latvia, Litva, Poland, Serbia, Kyrgyzstan. One moment, Turkey, Georgia. Other countries, we will find recruiters and staffing specialists from other countries. Currently, we have agreement with those.
By the way, you can go to the epam.com webpage and choose the career careers page on this website and check by yourself what positions are open in your location. Also, you can do this. You can check any IT companies in your location.
Yeah, I would recommend to check, find one of the best companies in your location, one of maybe of the most popular ones. I think outsource is quite developed in Uzbekistan, and yeah, so you can check EPAM, you can check other companies, you can check by location, some chats or some websites where you can find a job. So yeah, the short answer is yes, and everything in your hands, Hassan. So good luck with it. Okay, we have a question from Otabek. Yeah, and this answer can be long, but the question is short and simple. Can you recommend which framework to learn? And I think we answered before in some stream. I think without context, choose one of the popular ones, but we have some contexts like location, where you live and where you will work. So try to research the market and find the skills that are most relevant to your location. And if there is some, for example, there is a lot of banks and they all want to see Angular in your skill set. So learn Angular then if you want to easier to find a job. Or maybe you like React, so then learn React. But yeah, keep in mind that some companies can use Angular. Yeah, so it depends on your location, your interest, and that's it, I would say. Without context, I would recommend just the most popular one.
And I can add, in case you're looking for a framework to try before joining a team with a special framework knowledge, then you can use the documentation and this get started, for example, some tutorials on the website, and check by yourself what is better for you, what is more understandable. Because with zero knowledge to somehow implementation knowledge, you don't have many time. Sorry. Especially if you're searching for the group work for final task.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you guys not rooted to the same framework for the end of your life. So yeah, I would recommend to find a job, and then yeah, you can still continue to learn all of the frameworks. I think in
If you
JavaScript,
want.
it's not. I think it's possible, but still, you can switch framework jobs, and it's not a problem. But for now, yeah, have your priorities and choose.
Yeah, I totally agree. The main aim of this learning is prepare yourself for market demand. So start from research demand in your location, and according to vacancies, choose the framework, because I guess as React, as Angular is mm, not the same, but it's closer to each other, and you would be able to learn React even if now you will choose Angular and vice versa. So I agree with Denise. It's not for whole your life.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? Who
Maybe.
knows?
Okay. And the next question is how we will take a scores for team task if one person did a lot of work and other did some percent.
You're a team, you work as a team. You act as a one team. So the score is for a team. And it's your responsibility to divide your work on the same pieces for each other. But I guess it's okay if someone do a bit more than others, but pay attention, a bit more, not in 2 or 3 times more.
Yeah, so um, think think more about the team that you're joining and it's how it works actually in real life when you find your company and they hire you. So yeah, someone can do a lot of work, someone can do some percent. Uh, yeah, so try to find the team that suits for you, and yeah, hope everything would be think good. Uh, okay, we have question from Otabek. Um, maybe some of the coordinators can answer it.
Who so?
Yeah, so in our case, I would say no. Uh, just, just, just JavaScript, nothing more. So yeah. Um, mhm. I have another question for the final task. I think it's about the structure of the team. Who is the team lead? Who is gonna make presentation? I suggest it's up to the teams and they can decide themselves. But yeah, as we said before, I think it's too early to discuss final task, and yeah, something can
Yeah,
change.
we have a lot of questions related to the final task, but I propose to postpone all of them till the some weeks before this task.
Yeah,
But please collect all your questions and ask an appropriate time.
yeah, yeah. So for now, it seems that we answered all the questions. We can wait maybe 30 seconds for 1 minute, maybe some other questions, but please don't ask your questions related to the final task. uh, yeah. And hope we helped with our answers today. Okay, then. So, what you guys think? Can we end the stream now?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Yes.
you.
All right. So thank you everyone for attending this stream, and see you again in a week at the same time. Bye
See
bye.
you next time.
Thank you.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.